Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. There have not been too many surprises announced for the 2022 British Touring Car grid. No new manufacturers, no new teams, not even that many new drivers. Short of losing Tom Oliphant and motor racing gods be praised Andy Neate, not a lot is different a year on from 2021. A few drivers have changed teams here and there, and a few seats are still open. So maybe we'll get a huge announcement in the coming days, like Kamui Kobayashi taking the other Toyota seat, or Michael Fassbender racing for Team Hard. But a piece of news that trickled out today is that Jason Plato is on the grid for 2022. This in itself is not a huge surprise. Jason Plato has taken part in over 600 races, and 2022 will be his 23rd season in the British Touring Cars. What is surprising is the team he'll be racing for. There have been rumours that Mr. Plato would be joining the BTCC Honda racing team, and as it turns out, those rumours were true. A first for British Touring Car rumours. Still not seeing any Jaguars on the grid. Those rumours subside for another year. This will be the 8th different manufacturer Jason Plato has raced for in the BTCC, although not strictly for Honda specifically. BTC have been racing at a very high level for the last few years. Josh Cook in particular has won 11 races for the team and finished 3rd in the championship last year. You can expect him to be there or thereabouts in 2022. Even teammate Senna Proctor took a win and finished in the top 10. Dan Camish on his brief cameo for the team managed to grab a couple of second places. So BTC as a team are a good one. A step up from Power Maxed Racing. The team who have been running a couple of Vauxhall Astras in the series for the last few years have really failed to make their mark. Dan Lloyd and Plato failed to take a victory in 2021. In fact, since they joined the grid in 2018, they've only taken 4 wins. 2 for Josh Cook, with Plato and Senna Proctor also taking a victory each. So a move to the BTC team, who have taken 14 wins in the same amount of time, is a step up and could give Jason Plato the chance to become the first British Touring Car driver to take 100 wins. Whilst he has only taken 2 championships, the record of 97 wins is pretty incredible. In terms of races won, Jason Plato is in a league of his own. Matt Neal was in 2nd place, having taken 68 wins, with only Colin Turkington and Andy Rouse hitting 60. BTC tend to win the odd race here and there, so Plato getting 3 doesn't seem impossible. However, Jason Plato has only won 1 race in the last 4 years, although he did skip 2020. He's not finished higher in the championship than 7th since 2015. This is not the form of a winning driver, and Plato, now in his old age, will need to find some form if he is going to get to the magic 100. He has won races for every manufacturer he's driven for. To list them, that's 4 for Renault, 12 for Vauxhall, 32 for Seat, 21 for Chevrolet, 20 for MG, 6 for Volkswagen, 2 for Subaru. So given he is a proven race winner, 3 more in a Honda shouldn't be out the realms of possibility. Now, I don't see him challenging for titles. I think that ship has long sailed. Although if he did suddenly win 3 championships in a row, with 5 titles and over 100 wins, he would undoubtedly be the greatest touring car driver ever. I think realistically, taking a couple of wins would be a decent goal for 2022. Hopefully he can spend more than a year with the BTC team, and they continue as a front-running team, and that 100th win will be his. An amazing accomplishment for the man who turned out for Renault to make his debut 25 years ago. I was 7 at the time, and honestly, I don't know where the time has gone. Plato debuted alongside Alain Menu against people like John Cleland and Rickard Rydell. Now he's racing Ashley Sutton, Josh Cook and Jake Hill. He has really survived several generations of drivers and still commands a place on the BTCC grid. So, quick late update, and it's my fault because I only read one article and it actually appears in a different article. But Jason Plato has announced his retirement after the 2022 season, so this is his last chance to get to 100 wins. So here's hoping that the BTC team can give him 3 wins, or we're going to see him go out on a very unsatisfying number. You don't want to end with 98 wins, not even really 99 wins. You want to go out with 100. Guess just head to the end of the video now. Make sure you subscribe. As I said, not a whole lot has changed for 2022 in the BTCC. A few drivers have moved and a few different paint schemes on the grid, but there are a few places still open. It has been rumoured that Ricky Collard is going to get the 2nd Toyota seat, and that would be a good signing for the team. He had a few races for BMW back in 2018 and did a decent enough job, getting a podium. So with a full season with Toyota, he could begin to match his father's tally of 15 wins. Senna Proctor and Chris Smiley need a race seat somewhere, and Team Hard are offering a Cupra to someone. Wouldn't be shocked to see one of those take that seat. I doubt Nicholas Hamilton will come back. He's had a few seasons, he's got a single point, but I think he's had his time in the series. Powermax Racing have Michael Crease, but needs someone else. Senna Proctor has driven for them, and would make sense, but I can see someone young getting the seat. Jack Constable raced briefly back in 2020 when PMR was switching drivers every round, in a strategy that can only be classed as suicidal. Whatever happens, I'm sure we're in for another exciting season of BTCC action. Best luck to Jason Plato and his quest for 100 wins. Remember to subscribe to the channel. On a side note, there is a small channel that covers BTCC exclusively and is producing really good content. Elliot Webster. It's a good channel. I'm not linked to him and I've never made contact, but I'm telling you to subscribe to him because he does pretty good videos. And if you like the BTCC, what more can you ask? Leave a like and tell your friends. Thank you for watching and have a good one.